Hi, everyone. It's me. I'm back again. And I'm really excited about my next project. I'm about to start designing an interior mural for a local business here in Vancouver. And I thought it might be a good opportunity to bring you along for the ride and show you what my process looks like when I'm working with a private client. From initial contact or first message all the way through to finished mural, I'll take you through all those steps. So come join me. For me, creating a great mural is all about finding that sweet spot between my creative voice and what the client is looking for. When I meet with someone, whether in person or online, I like to spend some time talking through their vision and figuring out the vibe they're going for. I'll usually ask questions like, are there any specific elements or themes you want to include? Anything you definitely don't want to see? Do you already have a color palette in mind? What is it about my work that made you reach out? These kind of questions help me figure out if our visions align and whether it's a project I feel is the right fit for me. I'll want to get a clear idea of their budget and timeline, including when I will have access to the space. I'll need photos and measurements of the wall to ensure my design is to scale and to provide a quote. Once I have all this info collected, I'll prepare a contract that includes what I will be charging for the job, a breakdown of what stages of the process I expect to be paid, an outline of installation dates and deadlines for the design process, so that it is clear when the client will be receiving designs from me and when I can expect to receive feedback from them. Terms regarding how many revisions a client is able to request. Trust me on this, you do not want to get stuck in revision purgatory. I personally don't start any design work until I have a signed contract and a non-refundable deposit in hand. With the paperwork out of the way, it's time to start my design. I usually start with a few thumbnail drawings, rough sketches to get my ideas down. Once I have a concept that feels solid, I'll move over to my iPad and sketch it out properly, either directly on a photo of the wall or on a canvas that matches the wall's dimensions. That way, I can make sure my design and composition works to scale. Once I have a strong sketch or line drawing, I send it off to the client for feedback. After I make any requested revisions, I'll send it again, and once I get the green light, I create a digital color mockup for approval. After that final thumbs up, we've got one more thing to take care of, and that's our supplies. I use latex paint for my murals and do my best to determine the colors and quantities I'll need by referencing my color mockup. This is also when I check if I need to pick up anything else. Brushes, rollers, drop cloths, tape, the list can go on forever depending on how you like to work. Installation day has finally arrived. We're on site and ready to set up. First things first, I tape off the wall, lay down drop cloths, and get all of my materials set up and within reach. There are several methods for transferring your design to the wall, but for smaller interior pieces like this, I love using a projector. Nothing fancy, just one with an HDMI port so I can connect it to my iPad. Good morning, everyone. So here we are at the den. Got our drawing all transferred yesterday, and today's going to be the first full day of painting. So come with me, I'll give you a tour around, and then we'll get to work. The Den Wellness Collective isn't your typical healing space. Founded by members of the queer community, it was created to offer minority communities and their allies a warm, safe, and judgment-free environment for healing through a variety of modalities. Centered on holistic care, inclusivity, and community, the Den is a thoughtfully designed non-medical haven that embraces neurodiversity, sensory needs, and accessibility. It's a safe and nurturing place to restore and reconnect. And for someone like me, who's normally hanging off the side of a building, probably the most serene workplace I will ever get. I cannot speak more highly of the team at the Den or the services they provide, so I encourage anyone who is in the Vancouver area to check them out. I'll be sure to add a link to their website in the description below. Who knew that there was so much to do before we actually get to start painting? But here we are, day one, and we're going to start to throw down some paint. I usually start with the background and then begin color blocking in some of my shapes. This helps me test out if the paint choices I made are looking as I'd hoped. When you're working on a mural, you're often limited to the colors you have purchased for that job, and latex paint can be really tricky because it doesn't always look as you'd expect. Day 2 is underway, and I know one thing for sure. I hate this skin color. What was supposed to be this nice rich shade is giving me Pepto-Bismol pink. Not what I was going for. I'm going to spend some time trying to get that to a place that I'm happier with, but I eventually can't look at it anymore and begin blocking in these large areas of smoke. Day 3 and things are slowly coming together. I'm still not sold on the skin tone, but I'm moving on to the wolves today. Sometimes I need to see how the colors interact with each other before I know how I feel about any one of them individually. So I'm just trusting the process and forging ahead. Starting today with some coffee as I try to avoid the inevitable and don't get to work on the two things I've been putting off, which is correcting the skin tone and the glow effect from the lantern. Luckily for me, the coffee must have worked because they actually came together better than I expected, and I'll take today as a win.
Good morning, everybody. Here we are. It's day 4, I believe, of mural painting. And this project's been going really well. It's been such a nice, chill space to work in. And I've just been sort of taking my time every day. You know, a lot of times with murals, you're on strict deadlines. And so you're painting like 11, 12 hours a day just to get it done. But it's been so nice just to take my time and enjoy. I feel like it's coming together. I've got some more details to do today and was hoping to wrap up. But I think realistically, I will call you back in tomorrow to do some finishing details.
Today is going to be a fun day because the problem solving is done, and it's just about refining things, cleaning up edges, and adding a few more coats to get everything looking crisp. We made it! It's our last day and time for the finishing line work and details. My favorite part of any project. For me, these finishing details are what really makes my vision feel realized. And just like that, we're done. It's time to peel off the tape, clean up, and unveil the final mural. I had such a great time working on this one. The space was beautiful, and collaborating with the team at the Den was an absolute joy. If you enjoyed watching this mural come to life, or found this video helpful, drop me a comment, hit the like button, and be sure to subscribe so I can bring you along for my next creative journey.